Part 1. The Glitch in the Matrix. Have you ever been sitting in traffic on your way to work or listening to a presentation in a meeting when suddenly the illusion breaks? You look around at everyone rushing, stressing, and fighting over invisible ladders, and for a split second, it feels like you are watching a movie that you no longer want to be in. You realize that people are aggressively sacrificing their health, their time, and their peace to buy things they don't need, to impress people they don't even like. It feels like a glitch in the matrix. You suddenly realize that you have been playing a game where you did not write the rules. In psychology and philosophy, this is the beginning of a profound existential shift. It is the moment you begin to unplug. Today, we are going to look at the quiet, often terrifying, but ultimately beautiful signs that you are waking up from societal conditioning and becoming an unplugged human. Part 2. The Timeline Rebellion. The very first sign that you are unplugging is that you stop fearing the social clock. Since birth, society has handed you a strict timeline. Graduate by 22, build a career by 25, get married by 28, buy a house by 30. For years, falling behind this timeline probably gave you massive anxiety. You felt like you were failing at life. But as you wake up, you realize that this timeline is a complete hallucination. It is an artificial construct designed to keep the economic machine running smoothly. An unplugged human realizes that nature does not rush, yet everything is accomplished. You drop the heavy luggage of milestones. You no longer feel embarrassed if you are starting over at 35, or if you choose not to marry, or if your path makes absolutely no sense to your parents. You refuse to measure the worth of your soul by the speed of your accomplishments. Part 3. The Detox of Ambition. As you step off the timeline, something else fundamentally shifts. Your definition of success undergoes a radical detox. We are brainwashed by hustle culture to believe that success is defined by accumulation. More money, a better title, a bigger house. But when you unplug, your dopamine reward system completely changes. You look at the CEO who works 80 hours a week and never sees their family, and you no longer feel envy. You feel pity. You realize that the ultimate, most luxurious status symbol in the world is not a sports car. It is a peaceful nervous system. It is time sovereignty. The absolute freedom to decide what you do with your Tuesday afternoon. You stop chasing the promotion, and you start chasing your life back. You willingly step down from the pyramid because you realize the view from the top is just a cage with golden bars. Part 4. The Lonely Awakening. But I must tell you the hardest truth about waking up. It is not a sudden, blissful state of enlightenment. It is often a period of profound grief and isolation. As you unplug, your frequency changes. And this means you will outgrow environments, and sometimes you will outgrow people. You will find yourself sitting at dinner with old friends, listening to them complain about office politics or superficial drama, and you will realize you can't participate anymore. You have nothing to say. This creates a deeply lonely phase. You feel like an alien. You are grieving the loss of your old self and the loss of the comfortable illusion. But you must not mistake this loneliness for a mistake. It is the necessary space clearing out the old to make room for the authentic. You are lonely because you are finally speaking a language of truth that the old system cannot decode. Part 5. Writing your own code. If you have spent the last few months or years feeling disconnected from the rat race, wondering if you are going crazy or losing your edge, you are not. You are just healing. You are remembering who you were before the world told you who you were supposed to be. Do not be afraid to be a disappointment to society's expectations. Being a disappointment to a sick system is the highest compliment you can give to your soul. You are now free. The plug has been pulled. Now it is time to write your own code. If this realization brought a sense of freedom to your chest today, consider subscribing. We are building a space where the unplugged can find their tribe. Until next time, protect your peace and live beautifully by your own rules.